It is astonishing what was on Joshua's mind when the Jericho walls had come down. In the midst of the chaos, what he was thinking about. Are you ready for some good news? God keeps his covenant promises no matter what. I think you see it in the story of Joshua as relates to one of the unheralded women of the Old Testament, Rahab. Joshua's conquest of Jericho is shocking in more than one way. God's instructions to the general are bizarre. Walk around the city 7 times and then sound the shofar and shout. That's shocking, but when you dig deeper into the story, there's an even bigger surprise. When Israeli spies were nearly caught in Jericho amidst their espionage, a prostitute named Rahab hid them. And on behalf of Joshua, the spies made a commitment to this prostitute. If she spared them and told no one of their espionage, when Jericho fell, Joshua's men promised they would come save Rahab and her family. And Rahab would hang a crimson cord from her window to identify her whereabouts. On the day of the great battle, the Lord supernaturally wrecked the mighty walls of Jericho, and the Hebrew warriors stormed the city under instructions to destroy everything in it except Rahab. Imagine the scene. The cloud of dust starves inhabitants of air to breathe. Huge stones tumble, crushing everyone in their path. Shrieks of terror piercing the air of the pagan city as Israeli soldiers destroy the enemy. Blood runs down the streets. Buildings are collapsing. Fires are raging. It is chaos. It's the kind of scene that calls upon a military commander's full sensibilities. And Joshua must have been attuned to every dimension of the battle. Though the walls are down, the battle was not done. Imagine it. Now, can you believe it? That amidst such war-torn chaos, what was on General Joshua's mind? The harlot Rahab. Joshua said to the spies, "Go into the prostitute's house and bring out from there the woman and all who belong to her, as you swore to her." Go get the prostitute. Why? Because he'd given his word. Joshua was in covenant with a woman of ill repute. So Rahab was not forgotten, she was saved. And it all points to the true Joshua, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Jesus, the Messiah, through whom God made a new covenant. And when you accept Christ, you are in covenant with God forever because Christ made and kept it for you. In other words, as a child of the covenant, no matter how far you fall or how chaotic life becomes, God's commitment to his covenantal promise perseveres amidst all the chaos of life, and it trumps any record of your sin. No matter what, God keeps his covenant, and that's the gospel. That's today's good news. You can get more like it by clicking right here. Or better yet, be sure and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, so that you can start out every day with good news.